Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It's your boy Frank with another DIY, and today we're about to work on this 2003 Mitsubishi Pajero, Montero or Shogun, whatever it's called in your own area, so stay tuned. So this car it's been having an issue with the Super Select 2, which is the four-wheel drive system in it. So what actually happens when we start up the car and we put it in too low, which is set right now, the light starts to blink. So let me start up the engine so to show you what happens. Okay, don't mind the gas light. Okay, so now we are in too high. When I put it in 4 high, it goes on. 4 high, low with the center lock, it engages. You can see that the center defects lighten up. But when we turn on the too high, I mean the full low with the center lock on, it starts to blink. So we will diagnose this. You can actually do a diagnose and get the error code from the OBD2 plug, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. To do the diagnose, you can use a piece of wire or a paper clip, and what you want to do is to actually bridge the connector number 1 and connector number 4, which is ground. And usually the wider row is the row of 1 to 8. So usually just turn on the flashlight. Yeah, so as I was telling you guys, the number 1 is usually the closest one to this side, so it will be this one and the pin number 4. So let's go ahead and connect those and read the codes. Okay, so as you guys can see right there, we have just jumped in the pin number 1 and pin number 4. So turn on the key. So the engine light should be blinking if we have an error, which is not the case. And you have the center diff, which we will use for the four-wheel drive system. And I have also the ABS blinking, so I will also diagnose those. You may ask why we are not using an OBD to diagnose the four-wheel drive system. It's just because the four-wheel drive system doesn't appear on the OBD. So let's start to read the codes. Okay, we start with the four-wheel. So we have there okay, 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 23. I think I got 23. So after I read the codes, I have the 34 code. This error is for the front wheel shaft actuator, so it seems like that one is not working. So we'll go ahead and go into front of the diff and check what's going on. I will also post on the list a link to the list of these errors, so if you're trying to also diagnose, you can have your own diagnosis. So this is the front wheel diff, and this is the free wheel solenoid. I mean, this is the free wheel shaft, and this is the solenoid. So this, you have a diaphragm here, which is controlled by those vacuum hoses, and also you have sorry, you have your vacuum tank here. So usually this shaft should be able to move freely, and what happens is over time this shaft used to get stuck. So you should be able to push this by your hand, which I'm not managing to push. So I think this solenoid is stuck. So what I'm going to do is to disassemble it in order to see it out of the car. So in order to disassemble it, you have this small clip right here. We just have to take it out in order to remove and then remove those two bolts, which are L12s, and we will be able to see. So those are your, as you can see, as I disconnected, some air came from that tube, meaning that the vacuum looks to be good, but I think the issue is with the solenoid, which I can't even move with my own hands, and I should be able to move it freely. I mean, not that freely, but a little bit free. So let's go ahead and remove this. So we are out here removing so you have this small clip here that must come out. Then you remove this locker pin. So as you can see, we removed it. So this is our solenoid. It's out, as you can see, and you should be able to push it freely. And you can see that the solenoid is pushing with hand by hand, and also we should be able to push this freely, which is not the case. So maybe we have a stuck pinion. So let's try to find a mechanism to free this thing up. So I'm going ahead to start up the car with the solenoid connected to see what happens. So I also jagged up this other wheel on this side, and as you can see, actually the shaft is moving freely, but I think you saw when I set up the car, the solenoid wasn't moving at all. So maybe we could have a vacuum issue or a problem with the solenoids on the top. Oh,
Yeah, we diagnosed the lower solenoid, and now what I did is to disassemble this vacuum solenoid right here. I want to test it. So basically, to run this test, I will just have to feed it with positive and negative from the battery, and here if it will click. Let's do this test. Okay, so I will connect the negative on this side, and let's hear if it will click. This one doesn't click. Let's test the other one. This one is clicking. Let me just try to see if you can hear. This one clicks. Let's test the other one. And this one doesn't. So I think we found the issue. This solenoid is bad.
so right now I'm on a scrap yard. They have basically Pajeros and stuff right here. So I will be looking for the solenoid since I can get right now.
The good thing about scrap yards, we ended up finding the one that we are looking for, which is nice. We just took out of one of those cars. So I will go ahead and connect. I already tested out, so it's working. So let's see.
Since we have replaced the solenoids, let's put in neutral, full high. Okay, full high, it's enable. Full high with the center lock, it's enable. Put in low gear. Okay, you can see that it lighted up. So I'm happy. I have 4-wheel drive low in my car now. Man, I've been waiting for this moment for a while. So we have the front wheel spinning. So this wheel was also spinning. So we're good. So now let me deactivate it. Okay. Now we're in for high. Yeah, it feels different. So now let me unlock the center diff, lock it, front wheels. Alright. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. So this is how you can actually diagnose if your super select system is working as it should. So as you saw, we had an issue with the front solenoid position solenoids. It was short open because it actually didn't know if the system was engaged, because one of the vacuum solenoids wasn't working as it should. So definitely he was not knowing in which state the gearbox is. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another videos. Cheers.